Buongiorno.
Madoka Majaka.
Madoka Majaka. Or Nick says Majockstrap is what Nick says.
Yep.
Majockstrap. Yeah, dude. Madoka Majaka and Daybreak Illusion. So, like, Madoka Majaka... Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit Podcast. It's your favorite host of the most, Sam the Bomb, and of course with me every week is Danny.
Yo.
Nickalika hi, Mecca Heidi ho.
Are we live?
Alright, Nick is Internet Explorer tonight, so just give him a minute.
I'm going to send you an electronic mail. Tell me when you get it.
On his floppy disk.
An electronic mail. Yeah, dude. I'm having a good time. We're back this week. I was slack-a-lacking. And so, I was behind on the times, and Danny came through with that new topic idea that I thought would be kind
Hey,
of
this
fun.
was my idea, okay? I wrote it down on the sheet. I didn't write any description. I just wrote the title.
If you guys could see our podcast idea list, it is absolutely atrocious. There is no description.
There's a lot
on
of
anything.
ideas. It's
There's
just
chaos. There's just like titles.
It's just words.
And when you look at them, you're all like, what the fuck is
My
this?
favorite is like the really vague ones like this or that.
Yeah. Nick's got one on there. It's probably something like anime sun chips, and it's like there's no description of like what that means.
Yeah, anime sun chips. God. Let me find. There's a couple of funny ones. There's a bunch of funny. I just steal them from other podcasts. That's all I do.
But Danny came through in the clutch, and today we're gonna be talking about anime doppelgangers, anime that's like other anime, or anime that's like it's too similar, did it poorly, and I think we got some interesting ones for sure to talk about. It'll be really funny. Because, like, I think we can get people to watch these, suffer with us a little bit. You know what I mean? I mean, it's the least that y'all could do. Bunch of bitches. I'm just kidding. Anyway.
So mean.
It's like an ongoing joke to just, like, insult our listeners. And then I always just go, no, I'm really sorry after. But then they just keep listening.
God.
They just keep listening. And it's really funny. Hey, you should see the way we talk to each other in the Discord. We're always just, like, yelling at each other.
Yep.
Why didn't you tag me in this?
Oh yeah, it's like,
this picture.
hey, like we end up like tagging ourselves, and we're all like, hey, thanks, and like calling out the person, and, like, hey, thanks for tagging me in this.
Just yelling at each other. Anyway,
I'm glad you're thinking about me.
Yeah, dude, exactly. It's so funny. Anyway, I think this is a perfect opportunity to talk about some shows that we have not talked about or don't get to talk about often. So it's gonna be fun. So we'll do that first. Let's take a small break. Hey, check that out for me, okay? links.animesummit.net. All the links are right there. Social media, where to find us, where to listen. Discord, that's the big one. The two big ones there, in my opinion, are like where to listen, obviously. But like the two really big ones, Discord and Patreon. Discord is where the hangouts happen, dude. That's the homie spot. Okay?
The homies.
So, the homie spot, dude. That's where the sexy Summit Squads is. And also Patreon, because, support, and that's a good way to support us right now. And I really appreciate everyone who's a patron. I really appreciate it. Patreon.com/Anime Summit. Become a patron. Give Nick the ability to get a new computer. God damn it.
He has the ability. It's just that he's lazy.
Give me a new brain.
Nah, I don't need a new brain. It's really funny because, like, Nick is just like, we'll tell him, be like, dude, Nick, you should get a new computer soon, And he's like, yeah, no, I just got to do it. I'm just a piece of shit. It's like,
Gotta
dude,
go to Micro Center.
Yeah, we didn't say that. He just, like, we're not even,
No, I was saying that before we started.
Yeah, it's like we're not even, like, yelling at him or nothing. He's just like, we're just like, dude, Nick, are you okay? You should do this, man. He's like, yeah, I should probably go to the doctor. I'm just a piece of shit. Oh man. Anyway, yeah, that'll really help me out. So thank you. Also, listener question of the week. Let's get right to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Okay. What show has been canceled that you really wanted to finish? And that is from JD from the Anime Brothers podcast. If you've not heard the Anime Brothers podcast, go listen to them right now. They've guested on here. We've guested over there a couple times. Very fun. What show has been canceled that you really wanted to finish? Okay, so I'm going to be honest. I don't think I've watched any show that has been, like, canceled.
I would say what they mean is probably
This isn't,
like a cliffhanger kind of thing. Like
Berserk, the original Berserk, right? They never made more of that.
Or on high school ends like
so it ends in the middle of an arc,
on
basically.
a middle and stuff, but it's
they don't
not
mean
like,
they don't
quote,
mean like
unquote,
it
finished.
ended. Wait, do they mean like we want another season? Well, technically, it would always be another season no matter what. But
I think they mean like Hunter x Hunter, Ouran, things like that, or I don't know.
Yeah,
because like technically Hunter x Hunter's not done, right? Because like,
well, I'm gonna name.
I think the manga is still going. I think
they
that's
like finished.
Why.
They kind of finished like the arc.
Yeah, I think
Togashi
Togashi got really sick or something, and then just hasn't gone back to it. But like, I mean, that's what I'm saying though. Is like I haven't watched. I mean, I've seen shows where it ended terribly, and there should be another season, or they had an attempt at finishing the story in some other way, and it still was shitty. But I don't think I've ever watched a show where the content wasn't done. So I guess
the one that I can name is Slam Dunk. That was in the 90s, and because the
manga kept going, right?
Yeah, they ended it like in the middle of one of their tournaments. I was like, "Fuck!"
Damn.
So that's like kind of blue balling. There's like 100 episodes too. I think Space Brothers does the same thing, but like you get like 100 episodes, and they're like, "Nah, just read the rest." It's like, could you have made a little more episodes? Come on, you're already 100 deep. Jeez, just finish it. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway. The money laundering ran out.
Yeah, I guess I would say, I haven't finished Hunter x Hunter yet, but I guess I would say Hunter x Hunter because I know that's coming, but, yeah, I don't know.
I'd probably say Nana because, I mean, the manga isn't even finished. The manga went on hiatus, and has been on hiatus for a really long time.
Yeah, like Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we're talking new season, I would say Spice and Wolf. Pretty easy one right there. It did finish on like a little arc, at the end of an arc, but there's more to it. So I don't know if that's considered canceled or what the question exactly meant by that, but Slam Dunk, Spice and Wolf, those are mine.
If I would say a new season of something that was like finished kind of, I would say Nadesco, which I say every time, because like they tried to end it with like these two video games, and it just the video games also ended with like an open-ended thing, and it was stupid.
Yeah.
Wasn't Gangsta? There was a show Gangsta. Remember that?
Yeah, that was airing like right when we became a
didn't
podcast.
That fucking like just it got like basically canceled at the end of like in the middle of the last episode.
Did it really?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember all the details, but it was like the manga readers were pissed.
Oh,
they're like, wow, they just kind of cut it off there.
Damn.
I think Princess Jellyfish would also be another one that I would want like a second season.
Did the manga and Princess Jellyfish go further too, or?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so then I think that counts towards that. Yeah, dude. There you go. Thanks for that question,
Best
JD.
canceled anime.
Canceled.
Hey, Slam Dunk. It's right on there.
Slam Dunk it.
Oh, High School of the Dead. Actually, that's a good one too. God, I forgot about that.
I still need to watch that. I still haven't watched it.
It's fun, but yeah, they definitely just kind of they don't finish it. So
I heard it was supposed to be just
Major Boo physics, right?
Oh yeah.
I heard it's supposed to be stupid fun, just like zombie slaying.
Yeah, it's fun. It's schlock. It's entertaining.
Yeah. All right, dude. Waifu and Husbando. Waifu is Luna, from Sailor Moon, your little kitty, and Husbando is Artemis, the other little kitty. Doppelgangers, because they look the same, except one's white and the other one's black. Or purple, rather. Well, it's black, but it's, colored
White
purple.
and black. And Trisha got tattoo of them.
She did. It's really cute, except it's not finished.
Looks better than any of my tattoos.
What tattoos?
Nick, if you get a tattoo, it's got to be a weeb tattoo, and
I should go to the. Never mind. I was like, I should go to the same person you went to and see if they
No.
berate me.
No.
No, yeah,
I'm not
God.
doing
Dude,
No.
me and Danny have to be there for your first tattoo.
I'm not even gonna get one. I'm
We'll
weak.
be there to hold you down. You got to get it on your ass.
I'm gonna get a Napoleon Dynamite tattoo.
Dude, do it.
Ooh, get some tater tots.
Yep, I'll get them on my thigh.
Or get
Just on the side of my thigh.
Get Shin-Chan doing the ass dance on your ass.
Yeah. Have you seen the ones with the guy and he has like cleavage and the cleavage is his butt cheeks? It's like an anime girl on his back and butt.
Wait, what?
What? What?
Somebody posted it in our Discord.
Dude, okay, if you find it, let me like tag it. Show us that. I gotta see
I
that.
don't like anything enough to get a tattoo. I believe in nothing.
Nick, fucking
no
that's
emotions.
when Nick runs for president. That's his slogan. I don't care about you guys, and I don't care about me. So, like,
Yeah, that sounds like one of our parties right now. You'll have to figure out which one I mean. I don't want to lose listeners.
but
Anyway.
have fun trying to figure out which.
Actually, that sounds like a
dude.
lot of fucking politicians in general.
Honestly, it could be used.
They're all
any kind of way.
subhuman. Just remember that. Anyway,
They're not real. They're celebrities aren't people, and politicians aren't people.
lizards.
Lizards. They're lizard people. Dude, anime doppelgangers, Poppelstangers. Are they exactly the same, or do they just have similar traits?
What is it? What is a doppelganger?
A doppelganger is,
An apparition or double of a living person.
but it's totally like unrelated. So like
Somebody who looks
there's-
like somebody else. It's a lookalike. Whatever. Close
like
enough.
so you could say that patron Hori Mike or Mike Hetty,
Ooh, a harbinger
their
of bad
cat-
luck.
that their cat Gandalf is Smokey's doppelganger.
There you go.
Dude,
but
oh my
they're
god!
totally
I remember.
different
I just
cats.
remembered this. Me and my Asian friend. Like this was like, might have been like 8 years ago. He's Filipino, and we were like walking through the mall at one point, and we walked past these other two guys, a white guy and an Asian guy. And they looked exactly like us, but they were like a little chubbier. We were like, "Oh my god, that's our doppelgangers!"
That shit's weird, right?
It was so funny. We were like, "What?"
It's a glitch in the Matrix, dude. It's a glitch in the Matrix. It's like dorky
It was
versions
our
of you and
our
your
alternate
friend.
life.
Yeah.
And you know, at
It's
this
like-
point, I might take that alternate life because I fucking suck.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, no. No, you don't. Stop it. Okay,
I bet
here
their
we go.
podcast is better.
Oh my god.
I will, because right after Nick said that, I imagined him putting the Pepe crying running emoji.
And tripping.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
God, dude.
Let me put that in there.
I bet their podcast is better.
All right, I put it in our guest chat.
So
Everyone can
fucking
look at it.
funny, dude. God. Anyway. So, Danny, do you want to go first? Since we have DSN order, so...
Yeah, we can.
Doppel...
I can go first.
Snitch. Nobble. Goblin.
So, my picks, one is from like 2016, and the one is fairly recent. It's actually finished in winter season, which is Dr.
Oh, see, this is a way to do it.
Ramune, mysterious diseases specialist. I think it's the doppelganger of xxxHolic.
Now, is it just
Now-
pronounced holic? But we
Yeah,
say it like
it's-
that so you know how to type it.
It's pronounced holic. They just say holic, but
Japanese
there's
always
just-
add X's to their things, and it's
They
not
just
really
love
Hunter
it.
X. If you want to make people mad, you call it Hunter X Hunter. It's Hunter, but how else do you spell it?
You gotta add the X's in it.
Yeah. Plus, it makes the fans mad.
Yeah, dude.
So, but Holic is, I mean, I definitely love Holic. It's it has that like spooky lore that you want. Plus it got like freaking cute ass little Madoki, who is like this rabbit thing with a big blue gem on him.
Hey, that's Sam's pick, Madoki.
That's a different one.
Don't spoil it.
Oki Madoki.
But yeah, it's like that fucking goth Fujo shit.
Yeah. It's super super goth. I mean,
supernatural.
It's the author like who wrote Holic are the same people who did Cardcaptor Sakura and Chobits. You know, there is actually a tribute to Chobits in one of the episodes in Holic. They have like these like headphones and they look like the little robotic ear things that she has. So, but when I was watching Mysterious Disease Specialist, like immediately while I was watching this, I was like, this is similar to Holic, like having kind of like the quote unquote disease of the day, or like this weird phenomena that happens. You know, in the first episode, there's a childhood star who can cry like ketchup, soy sauce, and mayonnaise. And, you know, it's just...
I would love that. I would never have to buy soy sauce ever again.
Well, I mean...
You guys ever mix up soy sauce with syrup? Have you guys ever done that?
What the fuck is wrong with you, Nick?
I have syrup and soy sauce that are in like the same kind of bottle. And they're in the same spot. And I got to move them.
Anyway, Danny, sorry. We keep interrupting you. Please, I'm sorry.
Great
Please continue.
Story, Nick. Totally irrelevant to what I'm talking about.
Just trying to add flavor commentary and we just keep interrupting. I'm so sorry. We keep interrupting you. Okay, go ahead.
But yeah, like it's definitely very similar, at least like in those traits of, you know, like having a phenomena of the day. You know, Holic definitely had those, you know, with the monkey's paw and that little fortune telling game that those 3 students did up in the on the roof and all that kind of stuff. Super similar traits, and you obviously have like a teacher and an apprentice in Holic, and you also have like a teacher and an apprentice in Disease Specialist. So there are definitely very similar traits between the two with those, at least in my opinion. Although they are quite different all at the same time. You know, Holic is Holic is more of like your urban legend folklore kind of thing, whereas Mysterious Disease Specialist is more on like what is actually happening to people during like and like a trauma or a great deal amount of stress and everything like that. So I kind of find that a little bit more interesting. Not that I don't think Holic is interesting at all either. So, but the comic relief in Mysterious Disease Specialist is actually a lot more funnier. Especially with the doctor. The doctor definitely is the comic relief of the show. And he can also be serious all at the same time. Like he knows when to like, okay, I have to be the serious doctor now, not this like idiot that my apprentice hits like constantly. Like, hey, get back to work kind of thing. So
right.
Did we cover the Dr. Ramune on our list yet?
I think you guys didn't watch it. I know I watched it.
I did not watch it. No.
Anything with medical stuff, I have no interest. I even drop cells at work.
It's really not that like medical. Like he's at a hospital. He actually lives in a shrine, and like people just go to him because people were referred to go to him. You know, like in the first episode, there is a childhood actor who she is like a star actor who can like cry on the spot and everything. But recently she's been just so tired that all of a sudden, like, she's tired and stressed. Now all she can do is cry like mayonnaise or ketchup or soy sauce or anything like that. So, and she goes to a real doctor and says, excuse me, I'm crying mayonnaise, like, help me. But the regular, medical doctor, like, turned her away. And Kuro, who is the assistant to Ramune, he was all like, hey, I'll introduce you to a specialist. And that's like when...
And Dr. Nick walks in. Hi, everybody.
Hey, I can help you. So,
it's just like Mushishi. Except not as serious at all. That's their number one record.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Can't trust Mal on this.
I mean, personally, I think Holic is definitely more of its doppelganger than anything.
But this one has more comedy, right, than the other ones? It
does, yeah. I mean, Holic has its moments too. Like with Watanuki, he doesn't really want to do anything that Yuko says, but like he does it anyway. So he's kind of like a pushover in a way, but like the chemistry between Watanuki and the little mascot is pretty funny. But Holic is definitely more of a mysterious drama rather than a comedy.
That's a pretty good score on Mal too, 8.01 from
it's great.
Anything that's like older than 2012 with over an 8 is a pretty good score.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Holic also got a sequel, but it wasn't released in the US, unfortunately. So that kind of like makes me sad.
Can you find it with like fan subs or something? Probably.
I'm pretty sure you can. You'll have to sail the high seas
sequel,
in order to get it.
Holic Kai.
Yeah.
Oh, it has an 8.2. Okay.
Wait, so does the original series finish the manga or no?
I don't think so.
There's another sequel.
I haven't read the manga just yet. I would love to, because it's by Clamp and right. Clamp does phenomenal work.
The only Clamp thing I read is Card Captor.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's their most notable work anyway, so.
I remember I've seen Chobits, and I've read like the first 2 volumes of Chobits, but I never finished it. But like I love Card Captors too. But
yeah,
no, I want to read. I want to read
anime.
I gotta get back on the anime podcast.
Yeah,
I gotta get back into anime, you guys. God. Okay, so on a scale of like 1 to 10, 10 being, this is too similar. 1 being, it's like slightly, but not really.
I would say it's like a 7.5. Comparing Dr. Ramune to Holic, because Holic came out first.
Sure.
So yeah, I would say like a 7.5, close to an 8. They're like.
Would you say 8.01?
Sure.
Like the Mal score.
Nick with the zingers, you guys.
I just found the ultimate doppelganger. You guys remember 2015 Chivalry of a Failed Knight and Asterix War?
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
It was like the same exact start to the same show, but like the Chivalry of a Failed Knight was a better version of it. They air the same season. It's like, what the fuck? Too many battle shows.
Too many battle shows.
Now that's a doppelganger right there. I can't really describe them, but I know that Asterix War was a meme and it was hilarious. So there you go. And Mac convinced us that it was good. And we all fucking fell for it.
I didn't.
I fell for it, dude. Coconut too.
Okay, Danny. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. I'll have to check out Holic. I didn't watch Dr. Ramune, but I'll have to check out both of those.
I definitely
watch
recommend
Holic for
both
sure.
of them. Like,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not watching Dr. Ramune, but I will watch Holic.
oh, come on. Give it a chance. It has nothing to do with, like,
I need the noodle.
medical or,
I need
like,
noodles.
literally the hospital or anything like that.
People. I'll meet you halfway, Danny. Holic, and that's it.
Fine.
All right, I'll go next. And so before anyone says anything, like, it probably would have been really easy for us to pick a bunch of isekai shows.
Yeah.
All of them.
I mean,
all of
that
them.
School
could be a
battle
whole
shows.
that could be a whole episode in itself where the three of us like have 3 or 4 categories and we stick like 10 isekai shows in each category. You know,
Oh,
probably
you know,
even less.
this would have been interesting if we would have thought really hard and been like, slice of life is the same as like a shonen. They're doppelgangers, but they're not really. You know what I mean? Because you could
Playing
just
on the
take,
podcast.
you could just take any. Well, no, you could just take any genre and be like, well, Dragon Ball Z and Yu Yu Hakusho, they're the same because they're both shonens. You know what I mean? But they're
Right.
not the same.
But they're not the same.
But
So
like,
we're talking
you know
about-
what I'm saying? It's like Mushishi and fucking Serial Experiments Lane. I don't know. Maybe those are kind of similar. I don't know. I don't watch anime, but yeah.
But I don't watch anime.
Because you're a piece of shit.
But like no, like we legit could we could have done that, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to find shows that like we don't talk about often. Well, one of mine that I'm doing the comparison.
No, one
with
of them we just yell its name.
Yeah, but I have Madoka Magica, Puyo Magi Madoka Magica, and Daybreak Illusion.
Say it right, Sam.
Madorno.
Buongiorno.
Madoka Majaka.
Madoka Majaka. Or Nick says Majak Strap is what Nick says.
Yep.
Majak Strap. Yeah, dude. Madoka Majaka and Daybreak Illusion. So, like, Madoka Majaka.
Someone's gonna type that in and be like, I can't find it.
We are never going to say it properly ever again.
The real name is Madoka Magica, just in case you want to search for it.
Yeah.
In case you have been living under a rock for a decade and you haven't heard of it.
Madoka Magica I mean, we've all talked about it a lot. I mean, we did a whole like watch party of like the movies like way back in the day.
I was there
things
for
like
that. That was fun.
And this came out 2011, okay? And then, literally, like, I think it was like 2 years later, another anime came out called Daybreak Illusion. And you've heard Nick mention this before, like, when Madoka Magica came out, a lot of people kind of, like, wanted to ride that wave.
Oh, yeah. All the
in a
magical
way.
girl stuff except for, like, Precure basically just copied that formula.
Yeah.
Precure is the only one really that, like, stuck with the happy magical girl, mostly. It's not, you know, yeah. I haven't seen all Precure. It's not it's not all Sunshine and Rainbows, but it's pretty close. So
It's pretty close. Pretty close.
Kai is just like his veins are just popping out right now because we're talking about magical girls, and I probably said the wrong thing.
Probably
Just wanted to do that. Just trying to trigger.
Probably said the wrong thing, dude. So, Madoka Magica came out in 2011, and it was directed by Akiyuki Shinbo, right? And so, Daybreak Illusion came out, and that was directed by Keizo Kusakawa, who, like, in 2004, came out with Magical Girl Lyrical Nanaha. And that one was pretty popular, in terms of, like, magical girl action, right? It was pretty good. They had, like, a bunch of seasons that came after, and movies, like 2-3 movies, I think. And, you know, it was really good. So this Daybreak Illusion was Kusakawa's attempt at, like, doing something like Madoka Magica. And, like, you know, before anyone, like, jumps down my throat here, like, I don't know if he legit saw Madoka Magica and was like, wow, I should try that, because I've done magical girl shit before and it worked. But, like, you know, it just, when you watch Daybreak Illusion, it's kind of like, okay.
I bet
But so anyway,
the producers were like, Madoka's hot. Let's copy it.
I bet. And then they just like penned him to like fucking direct it, right?
Probably.
But like, and then he was just like, okay, well I've done Nanaha, so I guess I'll do this, you know. But so Madoka Magica, y'all know what that's about, okay? Like it's these girls who get magical girl powers in exchange for a wish, and then it turns out to be this really dark kind of thing. And every time they transform and fight witches in like the witch dimension, which are born of like other magical girls who lost their shit, you know, because every time you go into that witch world, your little transformation grief seed thing gets a little more dark or whatever. So Daybreak Illusion is about this girl named Akari Tayo, and she's a tarot card reader, and basically like tarot card reading is like a really popular thing in this world, in this fictional version of Japan that they built. Tarot card reading is like it's like using
Tarot.
Facebook.
It's like a carrot, right?
Yeah, Nick. Fucking bitch.
Isn't it like
Oh my
astrology
God.
kind of?
Or
Or it's like the Luigi board, right?
the Luigi. It's tarot cards are like things used by mediums, witches, and psychics to like foretell the future in some way. Yeah. Depending on what card you draw or whatever. So there's different ways to lay out cards, you know, and then like you ask it a question, put your energy in it. If anyone wants a tarot reading, like over Snapchat video or Skype or something,
same.
you can ask Trisha and she will do it for you. I know how to do it. That's not my practice, so I can't fucking. I'm not gonna fucking do it. But Trisha will do it for you if you want. Anyway,
Same.
So, like-
I can do it too.
yeah, Danny can do it too. Fucking Daybreak Illusion is like in this world in Japan, tarot reading is popular. So Akari is this tarot reader, and one night in bed, this is the first episode, okay? One night in bed, she gets attacked by this fucking monster with a bunch of vines and tentacles for arms, and of course they have to do the fucking tentacle shit and kind of get around her body in ways and stuff like that. And she transforms into like this fiery, this cool fiery chick with fire hair and a sword, a flame sword thing. That's kind of like her outfit's kind of like a red and white schoolgirl goth lolly outfit thing, and then she fucking kills this monster, and it turns out this monster is her cousin Fuyuna, who like she was living with, and that's all you hear about Fuyuna. Like that's it. It's kind of like it doesn't even like seem to phase her that much throughout the series that she fucking just killed her cousin. But like it turns out that she killed this thing called the daimonia or daimonia, where like they're born from negative emotions, and the only people who can defeat them are girls who are tarot readers and who have possessed the power. So like Akari is like the sun card, and then there's 3 other girls who come in the second episode who save her ass. Seira Hoshikawa, Luna Tsukiyomi, and Ginka Shirokane. Ginka is the temperance card. Seira is the... Oh, I forgot what her power is. But Luna Tsukiyomi, obviously she's the fucking moon because the word Tsukiyomi. But like...
Also Luna.
Luna.
Yeah, Luna, yeah. Oh, Seira's the stars. Okay, anyway, so they're different tarot card, different powers, elemental powers and shit. And so they fight the daimonia, whatever. And it's just like the colors are kind of similar in a weird way. And like it just like it's different though because obviously in Madoka Magica like they're being used. But in this one there's an actual defense organization that they're fighting for and shit.
I'd have to watch this. I never watched this one.
And so look, right? Okay, here, I'll tell you this. A lot of Anitubers and reviewers that have reviewed this will say that I'm not going to compare it to Madoka Magica because that's what everybody else does. And
You have
fine,
to,
call
though,
me
right?
call me everybody else. That's perfectly fine. But like also the anime is kind of bad to a point where you literally could just it's literally bad
More
on
like
its own.
Madoka Magica.
Exactly. It's literally bad on its own. Like, you don't, without making the Madoka Magica comparisons, it's kind of bad on its own. So, like, a lot of the world building, they just break the rules all the time. There's a lot of ass pulling of powers. There is a character that's one of the main 4 girls that goes bad, like Sayaka from Madoka Magica. But, like, there's a character that goes bad. The villain is like, and so in Daybreak Illusion, there's like an actual villain, right? There's like an actual villain organization that's run by this asshole guy, and he gives demon cards to girls who are like having negative emotions and bad thoughts and stuff. So he gives them these tarot cards that are opposite to regular tarot cards, and then they turn into the monster. And so, like, the daimonia, when you kill them, you kill the person they took over. So, like, that's when Akari realizes that she killed her cousin, and they bring it up like 5 different times with the same exact shot of her laying dead after Akari kills her, and it's just kind of like, here's the problem with it. So it wasn't enough that they had to kind of do something with the similar skeleton as Madoka Magica. Every episode or every other episode, they have to fucking remind you how dark it is. They have to be like, well, it's like when Akari killed her cousin. She killed her own family, man. and then some other shit happens where, like,
I would smile, but the world is so bleak.
There's the one girl who's like, she was a painter in Akari's school, and she was jealous of this other painter in the art club who was doing better than her. And so she wanted to, like, kill her. Like, these girls are 13, 14, 15 years old, and they want to kill each other and shit on some yandere shit.
Nice.
And they just, like, they sprinkle it with just mad yandere shit. It's just really weird. Like, it's just like they have to tell you, they want to make it like it tries really hard. That's the perfect way to say it. It tries really hard. They like have to tell you. It's like, we're dark too, like Madoka Magica. Yeah.
I never watched this.
That's the end of the review.
I never watched this, but the one that I would say is another doppelganger to Madoka Magica is Yuki Yuna is a hero.
Oh yeah.
I never. Yeah, there's.
I mean, pretty much like every other magical girl that came out after 2011. Yeah. Magical Girl Sight. That's another one that we like.
That Danny and Nick like, yeah, because I haven't seen it.
That one's just funny.
Yeah, you guys watch it for the memes, right? But like, you watch Daybreak Illusion.
I just like watching little people get beat up.
Isn't there like a girl in Magical Girl Side who like gets the shit beat out of her all the time, but she's just like fine?
And she has bags on her eyes all the time. It's great.
Mm-hmm. But like,
I was hoping they'd make a Nendo with like bags under the eyes.
When you watch Daybreak Illusion, though, it's 13 episodes. It's by Studio AIC. When you watch it, there's gonna be times more often than not where you're like, okay, that reminds me of Madoka Magica. You know what I mean? And even without all the Madoka Magica comparisons, it's just bad on its own. So many ass pulls, so many like, I'll never give up, gain a lot of power out of nowhere kind of thing. And the main thing I would say is this. As you watch it, there are so many points and elements to the story that are in there where it could have been really good by like going from there and then going in that direction. And it could have turned it around and made it awesome and make its own. It could have stood on its own. And that just didn't happen. The whole thing about killing actual humans when you're killing a daimonia, that could have been a big thing that the character struggled with, and it took him to this other kind of direction and story, you know what I mean? And it could have been another season of some shit. You know, you had a fucking Catface Johnson that was really cool, had a little bow tie, and that character turned out to be an asshole. And it was just like, it was just really random. It was too random. It was trying too hard to do a bunch of stuff, so it ended up being really random. So, I don't know. It's just like a bad knockoff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a Game Boy Color called a GB Boy Color, and it's like a Chinese knockoff. That's exactly what this is to Madoka Magica. Let me go get my GB Boy Color. But yeah, no, dude. Just watch Madoka Magica. And Daybreak Illusion is not really a bad watch. It's just really
bad.
It's mediocre. So actually, it is kind of a bad watch. Because mediocre is worse, in my opinion, right? But anyway, Yeah, dude.
I got a couple of
Daybreak
lightning
Illusion.
rounds for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Gunbuster from 1988 and Aim for the Ace from, what is it, 70s or something? See, that's
Aim
what I
for
was
the-
talking
I
about.
don't-
Completely different genres. You got a sports show and a mech show, but they have like a similar structure, kind of. I don't think there's time dilation in Aim for the Ace, but still. Anyway, I haven't seen that one. Another quick hitter. We got Neon Genesis Evangelion and Cheese Sweet Home, because both main characters are a pussy.
What the hell?
I was hoping somebody would find that funny. That's kind of an old meme that's been around for a while. I didn't make that up.
God
All right.
damn it, dude.
So getting into my real ones here, we got okay. So a while back, what was it, 2016 or so, 2017? Flying Witch came out. This was 2016, and everyone was like, "Wow, this is so new and amazing! It's the best calmingest show ever, and it's the best ever." And it was pretty good, actually. You know, me and Sam, I don't know if Danny watched it. Did you watch it, Danny?
I don't think I did. No.
But me and Sam watched. I did, and I think Sam finished it, right? And I haven't seen it since then, so I don't
What,
know every
Flying
detail
Witch?
right now. Yeah, Flying Witch.
Yeah, I watched it.
I remember
watched
like
all of it.
I would say about every other episode was pretty good, and then some of the episodes were a little bit dull. But it's an Ayashike. It's a healing slice of life anime. That's the whole point of it. You're supposed to just feel calm watching it, and everyone was praising it. It has it was a decent number of people on Mal, and it always bothered me that like people would talk about slice of lives and healing shows, and they wouldn't mention the best one, Aria, the animation plus the sequels. And I'm going to compare those two. Also, as my Doppelganger, I'm going to include Nan Nan Biori, just as a mention. That one's actually pretty similar to both of these, I would say. But we're going to do Aria and Flying Witch a little bit. I don't have every detail about these shows off the top of my head right now. Apologies. Maybe Sam can help fill in. But the
Slacker.
yeah, I'm a piece of shit, Danny. Don't forget that. Basically, both shows are just like all it is like a serene landscape type of show where you have so the main characters are girls. You have the whole point of them is to enjoy the little things in life, basically, and I had it written down here. Yeah, it's just to relax. So with Flying Witch and Aria, they're both kind of based in realism, but there's magic and supernatural sprinkled into the shows. And Sam knows what I'm talking about. Like with Flying Witch, they literally, like, they're witches. They can fucking fly. In one episode, I think they fly on like a giant like whale with a garden on top of it or something. It's basically a divine beast. They're on a divine beast. And I gotta mention Breath of the Wild every episode. And with Aria, they have like their cats can like communicate with them kind of, and there's also a large supernatural cat that only appears once in a while. And then there's a few various other things in there too that are supernatural, but none of them are like magic. There's kind of more of a sci-fi thing on that one, because Aria takes place on Mars, and they have like floating ships and stuff like that. But it's Venice. It's Mars, but it's Venice, and there's sci-fi stuff. So really, I should have done Aria and Gankutsuo. That's what I should have done. But anyway, I'm just kidding. Have you guys seen Gankutsuo yet?
Nope.
They took the Count of Monte Cristo, and they just turned it sci-fi. It's fucking crazy. And like all of their outfits have like the pattern. The pattern doesn't move, but the characters move. So like the characters are moving, and the pattern is like shifting with them. It's weird. Really good though. It has a really great ending theme. But okay. Anyway, Aria and Flying Witch. It's just you have teenage girls who are starting out new paths in life. That's basically both shows. And the memorable moments each day that make each day a little bit special, and the friends we found along the there's a meme. It's like the real reward is the friends we made along the way. There's literally an entire episode of Aria where they fucking do that, like to a T. It's so funny, but it's also like it kind of makes you like well up a little bit in the moment if you're watching it at the right time, because it's like they find a treasure chest at the end. They go on like a scavenger hunt at the end. It's like, oh, the magic is inside. Like the real treasure is inside of you or something.
Like
so
they did
cheesy.
it like you mean they did it unironically or?
Yeah, it's like completely they play it straight, and like it is a meme, but they play it straight, and it's like it actually kind of works.
Oh my god.
God, I don't remember every detail about these shows. It kind of sucks because I need to rewatch them. They're both pretty funny, I would say too, and they both have cats. So I mean, I don't have like a million details on these. Like I can't list out every plot point and every character. And the thing about these that makes them similar, I guess, is like there really isn't a plot to either of these shows. Aria has more of a plot because it's longer. There's like 70 total episodes or something, or 50, or it's closer to 50 plus OVAs. But yeah, I mean the character growth in Aria is more. There's more of that. There's a little bit more of a journey, but it's not. It's still there's still like really no conflicts or drama or enemies in either show. So there you go. I mean, they're both worth watching. Aria, I think, is definitely better, although Flying Witch is shorter. So what you could do is maybe watch Flying Witch first, and then if you like that, there you go. You're welcome. You get to watch Aria then and enjoy that. Or if you want to watch a really, really short version, watch Yokohama Shopping Log, Episode 1. That's like 30 minutes. And the thing with these shows is you can't really binge any of them. If you can, it's just not a great idea because they're Yashikes and you're supposed to watch like one episode a day at most. So, just mix it in right before you go to bed, something like that.
So you're saying in terms of Iyashike, Flying Witch, and Aria are just like, well, not just the genre, but
I mean, a lot of
similar.
Iyashike is similar. It's kind of the whole genre is a little bit similar to itself.
Right. But in terms of like the magical elements, though, too.
Yeah, there's light magical elements, and they both feature cats. The main characters are girls. There's some heartwarming moments. Aria really especially has some heartwarming moments that will make you tear up, especially at the end of the final season. Flying Witch has a little bit less of that, I would say, but it's got a couple of moments in there. It's more of like a relaxing type of show.
Boom. Check that out, dude. Flying Witch. Yeah,
I need to rewatch both of those.
I enjoyed
you
Flying
piece of
Witch
shit.
for what it was. Because like I'm into witchy shit, and this was a nice change of witchy shit that wasn't like super serious. Very chill to watch. And I like the main character. I think she's really cute. She got long black hair. And
I remember the screaming mandrake, too. It was
the mandrake, yeah.
Was it episode 2 or something?
They're like walking. She's like walking home from school, and she's like, "Oh wait, hold on a second, I hear something." And then she just goes behind like this wall, and she's like, "Just close your ears. This is gonna be super fucking loud." Because mandrakes, they scream when you pull them, and it's just really funny.
Yeah, she pulls it and fucking screams for like a minute straight.
She's like, "This is hilarious. Check it out." But yeah, that's like based on a manga too. I think there's like 9 volumes of that or something.
Yeah,
dude.
Studio JC staff did that one, based on a manga. Aria was
JC
made by
staff.
Hal Filmmaker. What the fuck is Hal
Filmmaker?
Filmmaker? No, they
I
did.
have
They
no
did
idea.
Begata HK, Skip Beat. They were an older studio. They're no longer. I don't think they really do anything now. They did Princess Tutu. Hey, they did Holic Kai. Danny, there you go.
Oh, nice.
Kaleido Star.
Kaleidostar
Yeah,
is
both
good.
worth watching. I think Aria is definitely a better show, but Flying Witch is still worth watching. So, unlike Sam's rec, I'm gonna wreck both of them.
Yeah. Do not. Well, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't recommend watching Daybreak. It's too mediocre. Too mediocre for me to recommend.
Just pick
Yeah,
any
dude.
magical girl show, and it's Madoka Magica.
It's Majak. Yeah. It's
I
Madonna
mean, even Sailor Moon has a lot of similarities. Kind of came way earlier. No, not really. Not really at all. There's some dark stuff though. There's dark parts in it.
Every time Nick says something now, that's just what I'm gonna do. Is go.
Do the Larry David.
Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Check those recommendations out. And I thought that was a fun topic, dude. If you have any ideas of shows that you think are similar that we didn't cover, let us know. And if you want us to do the isekai category episode, let us know.
Oh god.
We should do that.
I
Just
will
like,
be.
Just like every
just
isekai where they got
binge a bunch of them and just be like,
every
all right, here's a
isekai where they
tier
got
list.
Truckun goes in this category.
Yeah.
Every isekai that's like
tier list.
every isekai that's like a parody in itself. Right here.
Apparently, the new one that just finished, Mahou's Tensei Jobless Reincarnation, is supposed to be like really good. Everyone's saying it's amazing. We've seen the first 3 episodes, but
Yeah.
that's supposed to be like super duper good.
Super duper
And
pooper stupid.
I like the first few eps.
Hell yeah. Are you gonna finish it or no?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of have to, right? It's my fucking job.
He doesn't want to be a piece of shit,
Yeah.
Oh man.
even though he's
All right.
already a piece of shit.
Okay, let's leave Nick alone.
What? He said it himself.
He's the one who said it. Anyway, we love you guys. Thanks for listening every week. I've been Sam. That's been Danny. That's been Nick. That's also been me. That's also been Danny. That's also been Nick. Because doppelgangers, get it? There's like there's 6 of us. Get the joke. Never mind.
I am.
We've
the
been the
portrait
anime-
I got the
that-
joke. I got the
I'm
joke.
I'm
It's fine.
Sam's aging portrait in the closet.
Oh! And this has been the Anime Summit Podcast.